Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, hey traders, welcome to another edition of Ask John. And in this video, the question is, which is quite funny and also very, very interesting itself as well too. The question is, why have I been so bearish on the markets? Especially this last couple of weeks, probably all month if you look at the charts. I'm looking on I'll say a daily chart of any of the markets, you know, and you know, ever since what's that? So basically, yeah, when you think about it. I've been bearish on. I've actually been bearish on the markets for around about a month, but the markets just keep going up. So why have I been so bearish on these markets? And it's really, really interesting. And I think you put a few more adjectives in there, like you've been wrong as fuck. And one thing I want to say is this: is that I'm just reporting to you what I'm seeing in these markets. Okay, and one thing I have been saying is I have been saying that I'm expecting a downturn to come soon. Now, that soon hasn't come yet. Alright? That soon hasn't come yet. When I look at the charts and when I look at the... Let me see if I can bring this microphone closer. How's that for you? Okay? When I look at the charts and when I look at the bigger picture, the weekly charts. If you go back to my market updates, the weekly charts, the S&P, the S&P, the Nasdaq, the Dow, the especially the Russell and the Nasdaq, they look really, really weak when you look at the peaks and troughs. The bigger picture is saying that we're expecting downward movement. Now, yes, sometimes I expected some areas of resistance to hold, especially on the S&P and Dow, but they didn't hold and they kept going through. So that's why I've been so bearish on these markets, is because the bigger picture is saying that we're likely to get a downturn soon. We're likely to continue down soon. Now, no, I didn't expect the market to keep pulling back as much as it did. No, I didn't. But that's the reason why we need to be flexible as traders. And for me personally, yeah, I expected resistance to hold, especially some resistance to hold, and then we get some downturn. But we haven't actually had that yet. So that's the reason why I've been so bearish on the markets overall, is because all the indices, the S&P and the Dow, are very weak, but especially the Russell and Nasdaq, they're very, very, very weak. And so all of them, if you put together the picture of all of them come together, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about there. Which is simply, you can see exactly that with the markets and with the with the markets and what's happening right now. We can see overall that the markets are very, 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 very weak right now. But we have been getting an extended rally, and yeah, I didn't expect this rally to last this long. I really didn't. That's why I actually am surprised myself. But I'm also flexible as a trader. Say, okay, yes, we don't know how long this rally is going to last for. Now, as I said before, there was a few areas of resistance that I expected to hold, especially where we are right now. But yeah, they didn't hold and they continued up. But if you look at the Russell and Nasdaq, they've struggled to break past those areas of major resistance. So my thoughts are this, especially when you're asking these questions. My thought is this overall. If you look at the Dow, if you look at the Nasdaq, look at the Russell, look at the S&P, I'm thinking now that all of the indices need to get into this area of resistance first. All of them. See, the Nasdaq and the Russell wasn't in that area of resistance at that time. The S&P and the Dow was. But now we're getting all the indices, including the Russell and Dow. That may be the catalyst for the turnover. Now, that's as I speak right now. Who knows what's going to happen with the government? The government could just keep putting money into this thing, and it could just keep going up. So we need to be flexible as traders. But that's the reason why I've been so bearish, is because the weekly charts, still to this day, I'm looking at them right now, still to this day, they say they are very, very, very weak in the markets. And so if you just keep an eye on the bigger picture, which is the weekly charts, they'll actually show you what's actually happening. And right now, even the S&P, just bring up a line chart, bring up a weekly chart, and squeeze it up for a couple of years, you'll be able to see, and put on, say, even like a 50-day moving average on the line charts, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about, and look at the peaks and troughs, because that will actually show you exactly what is actually going on. So anyway, guys, this is John Howell here. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today. Hey, it's John Howell here, and thanks so much for watching my video. You see, I'm putting out daily videos and education on helping you learning the art of successful trading. So click on the subscribe button to keep up to date with every video I do. Also, check out my story video, $250,000 in debt, cancer, overweight, family passing away, lived on the streets, and more, and how I overcome it and now thriving through my life. This is here to motivate you, so click on that image to watch my video. And lastly, if you're struggling with your trading, then you need to see my latest webinar where I'm sharing with you an amazing strategy that allows you to generate an income without getting the direction right. So click on that image on this page to register for my next free webinar. This is John Howell here. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.